Welcome to our channel. Today, we will delve into a topic that blends history, folklore, and the mysteries of nature, the aftermath of the Chernobyl disaster. On April 26, 1986, the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in Ukraine experienced a catastrophic explosion, leading to one of the worst nuclear accidents in history. In the years following the disaster, tales of monsters and strange occurrences in the exclusion zone emerged, captivating the imagination of many. This video aims to explore both the real creatures affected by radiation and the mythical beings that have arisen from the shadows of Chernobyl. Before we explore the monsters, it is essential to understand the context of the Chernobyl disaster. The explosion at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant released massive amounts of radioactive materials into the atmosphere, resulting in devastating effects on both the environment and human life. The nearby town of Pripyat was evacuated just 36 hours after the disaster, with residents leaving their homes and belongings behind. The area surrounding the plant became known as the Chernobyl Exclusion Zone, a region where human habitation is limited due to high levels of radiation. This zone, spanning approximately 1,000 square miles, became a ghostly reminder of the disaster, with abandoned buildings and overgrown landscapes. Along with the haunting remnants of a once thriving community, tales of strange creatures began to circulate, further enmeshing the site in the folklore of monsters and the unknown. Following the disaster, local folklore and urban legends began to flourish, giving rise to countless stories about the supernatural experiences in and around the exclusion zone. As the radiation impacted the land, so too did it influence the human imagination. Creatures that seemed to be born from the radioactive ashes of Chernobyl emerged in people's minds, often depicted as terrifying beings that roamed the abandoned landscape. While stories of mythical monsters captivated many, the true picture of wildlife in Chernobyl presents a more complex narrative. Following the evacuation, the exclusion zone became an unintended sanctuary for various species, as human interference sharply decreased. Remarkably, studies have shown that many animals, including wolves, elk, and bears, have thrived in this unique environment. They have adapted to the presence of radiation, demonstrating resilience and a surprising capacity for survival. However, some reports indicate observable effects of radiation exposure, such as changes to animal behavior and genetic mutations. For instance, scientists have documented increased instances of cataracts and other health issues in the local wildlife. Nevertheless, the overall resilience of these species is a testament to the power of nature's adaptability, even in the face of environmental adversity. The Chernobyl exclusion zone has inspired a wealth of legends and urban myths, particularly concerning mutated creatures and eerie phenomena. One of the most notable areas is the Red Forest, where trees turned a reddish hue due to radiation exposure. This forest has garnered a reputation for being haunted, with tales of ghostly apparitions and mysterious sounds reverberating through the trees. Stories of the Chernobyl mutant have also captivated many. These accounts detail animals that exhibit bizarre physical traits attributed to radiation. Additionally, creatures from Slavic mythology such as the domovoi, a household spirit, and Leshy, a forest guardian, have been invoked in these narratives, suggesting a deeper connection between the landscape and folkloric traditions. The influence of pop culture is undeniable as well, with films, video games, and literature drawing upon the themes of mutated beings and haunted landscapes, further solidifying Chernobyl's place in the collective consciousness of horror and supernatural folklore. When considering the claims of monstrous mutations, it is important to approach the topic from a scientific perspective. Genetically, radiation can cause mutations in living organisms. However, the reality is often far less drastic than legend suggests. Several scientific studies have examined the effects of radiation on wildlife in the exclusion zone, revealing some genetic changes, but also a remarkable capacity for adaptation. Though certain species may exhibit signs of radiation-induced health issues, the narrative of grotesque mutations largely reflects fear-based storytelling rather than established scientific fact. Thus, the tales of monstrous creatures often blur the line between myth and reality. In conclusion, the intersection of folklore and environmental reality in Chernobyl creates a fascinating tapestry of monsters, both real and imagined. The stories emerging from this site not only reflect our fears, but also highlight the resilience of nature. We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below.